The Los Angeles Coliseum, a place traveler calls home and the crowd loves to fight on when supporting the USC Trojans. What a game and what potential drama we have in store. You've seen this script before. Top 10 team goes into a cauldron of emotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. As we'll see, the number 10 team in the country, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on the winners of 3 straight, the USC Trojans. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. Alabama about to kick off to get this game underway. And he'll bring it back. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So USC's offense will get the... Here he comes, and anytime this guy touches the ball, and he will touch it plenty, a bolt of electricity just goes through the stadium, David.
And they'll feature him. They'll give him the ball, like you said, a lot, early, often, and he's a guy that can make game-breaking plays.
Second down.
Around his ability to run the football, Jesse, make big plays for this offense.
Yeah, he really shoulders the load, right, in more ways than one. The offense goes as this guy goes, so it's going to be important in this one. They get him going early and often.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Back to throw. It's Mancuso. And that pass is intercepted. He was thinking big return, didn't get that, but boy, did he give his offense an opportunity at the 31.
Well, statistically, this defense is not one of the better units against the pass. They're trying to change that here today. What a great job tracking the ball down, making a play on it, stabbing it out of the air for a big interception early. That should be massive for their confidence.
This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. It's a fumble. He's got the ball, and he'll try to pick up a few.
Well, ball security doesn't just apply to running backs and receivers. QB's got to keep 2 hands on the ball as well. And they're very lucky after that fumble the offense jumped on.
Continues after that fumble scare sent the offensive coordinator's blood pressure into orbit. He wants to throw here on 2nd down. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
This offense is going to have to come up with a plan to block this guy. He is an absolute monster, and he showed you all his tools on that sack.
And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. They'll play it safe and try for 3. And they weren't able to get him in the middle of the field, so now a 49-yarder from the right hash. Oh, and the attempt is no good. And guys, after the miss, no change in the score. Off play action on 1st down. Unloads it left.
Bro, what are you doing?
By the defense, bringing it back, running inside the 20. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. What a great play by the defense and paying it off with the interception return. This D gave them exactly what they needed, not only with a stop, but with a touchdown.
Yeah, and finding ways just make impact plays, right? The defense wants to create sacks, create turnovers. Great job creating the turnover and getting points off of it.
And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen, so you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You've got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
Touch pass on the run. Fighting off the defender. Really good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42. In a competitive conference like the SEC, you just can't afford to start 0-1 if you want to chase a championship. Really important to get off to a good start.
No doubt, in the SEC, you've got to set the tone early. It's all about creating momentum out of the gate. Both of these teams had this game circled all offseason, David. They know what's riding on the line.
There's so much riding on the line. Who gets to Atlanta down the road? Bragging rights, recruiting rights, all this stuff. Once you get in conference play, it means a lot every single week.
And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats. But when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain. I like the slide, by the way, too. Get down and don't take a big hit.
And they'll bring him down, but not before he picks up the first down. The Trojans come to the line with a new set of downs. To the air, it's Mancuso. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. They make the stop, but a good pickup there on first down.
Love the execution there on the screen. The running back shows pass protect. Last second turns around, so he's able to get the ball. The D linemen have already run past him. Now he can turn upfield for a big gainer.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit, and when they get hurried, and when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense, pressuring the quarterback.
They're looking at a third down and short from the 33. Wide out in motion. Takes the handoff. It's Jeffrey. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21.
This defense really is on their heels. They've been on the field now for a long time on this drive, and they're just getting pushed around at the point of attack up front like we saw in that last one.
One back in the backfield. He gets the carry. They get him after he picked up 5 and got him inside the red zone down to the 16. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Off play action. Finds his big tight end. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
I like this tight end. He does a really nice job on his route running. He's been beating man coverage. He can find the soft spots and zones. You got to get him involved.
They'll try to bully their way for the first. They get him on the ground after he gets enough to move the sticks.
Offenses that are great on third downs, what do most of the time? They keep it in manageable situations where they're not predictable, not just dropping back to pass. They do it.
He snares it in the end zone. Touchdown, Southern Cal.
And what a nice start for this offense. The throw game getting working, getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. This passing game getting in a rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
On the run from inside his own 5. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place trying to help their defense. They'll try the right side. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Really important for a ranked team going into a hostile environment like this one not to give the underdog reason to believe.
Yes, reason to believe, and don't give the fans reason to...
And the sack all the way back at the 5.
As an offense, you've got to know it. This part of the field, deep in your own end, you have got to do a better job in pass pro if you're going to call a pass play at this juncture in the game. Not good enough.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. looks as if the Tide will punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Sometimes avoiding disaster is the best thing. The punter just gets it out of there. Fair catch is called for in the midst of all this rain. Just concentrate on one thing, making the catch. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Got out of trouble and throws. Caught near the sidelines. He'll pick up a few before going out of bounds.
That's really nice fundamentals by a right-handed quarterback, going to his left, getting the shoulder turned and the hips around, helping him make a very accurate throw.
Here comes the offense on second down. Wide receiver coming across in motion. They go to the ground. And you can forget running in the middle against this defense. They've got the ball at midfield, but they're facing a third and long. Quarterback checking the play. On third and long, try to convert through the air. And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes.
And it's such an advantage for this defense to have an outside linebacker like that can rush the passer, because they can set the edge. They can get off the ball, and they're just way too fast for tight ends or for offensive tackles to get out and block them.
And the Trojans send out the punt unit. He'll try to really get into this one. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. Here comes that Alabama offense. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really, really quickly. They need to put something together here, Tony.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive, so they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this drive.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
Now the play fake. Throws to the tight end. Just masterful working that sideline and getting the toe down for the catch. The transition of Alabama quarterbacks over the years has been fascinating, from the dreaded game manager label to playmaker.
To playmaker, to spread it out, to Heisman winner. I mean, that's how much.
And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. How about that alert play from the defense to corral that fumble? And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own. Line gets set, first down. Give to the back. And with that stop, we are headed toward the end of the first quarter. We've played one, and we are right back where we started, all tied up after the first period as we take a look at the stats. Second down here as they go back to work after the break. Dropping back, it's Mancuso. Tight end finds a soft spot. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on third down. Finds his big tight end. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, but they've got it first and goal. If you don't tip the scales at 3 bills, stay on the sidelines. Big boys in the goal line D. They'll run it on first and goal. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. The run up the middle, trying to find his way to the goal line. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of settling for 3, but it is 3rd and goal. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown.
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
And he's coming out of the end zone. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. As it turns out, the fumble on that last drive set up the touchdown, David.
And there's no bigger stat in football than turnovers. You turn the football over, they turn it into points. Jesse, that is not a recipe for success.
Good news, though, they get another chance, right? They can make amends with this drive right here. That's all that's important. You've got to execute and you've got to lock in.
To the air, it's Whitaker setting up the screen. They make the stop, but not before the screen has hit him for a first down, and much more. Really good execution by this offense.
Hey, man, sometimes you get the perfect play call at the perfect time. That time the defense blitzing. Everybody to run upfield, and they slip in the running back screen, and behind it, there was nobody there to make a tackle, and this offense generates a massive play.
Looking to move it through the air. He'll loft one deep down the left side. And the DB forcing the incomplete pass with the deflection.
Great play by the defensive back, showing you his variety of skills. His ability to turn the hips, his speed running downfield, turning his head to locate the football and then swatting it away. You just can't do it better.
Stopped after a pickup of 4. Good run to get it out to the 30. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. They'll run play action, buying some time. Going to try to get it himself. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Alabama will bring the punt team on the field. That first punt was a beauty. They'd take another one just like it. Let's see what he can do with it. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. Really good balance on that last drive. They mixed it up all over the place, Jesse.
Yeah, how nice, too, to have the defense on their heels, because at this point, they don't know what's coming at them. They had problems stopping everything that last drive.
So I think this defense would come back with a little more aggressiveness. I mean, they let them have what they want, and now they got to dictate to this offense a little bit more.
They'll run it from the gun.
All right, well, the offense here, they're trying to get this run game established. They obviously don't break off a long run there, but they're just trying to find their footing at this point.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. To the air, it's Mancuso, feeling some heat. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. Now trying to keep this drive alive on 3rd and long from the 45. From the gun, wants to pass. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And this junior quarterback shows you why the scouts love that big arm of his. The Trojans are on the move. They'll run it from the gun. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3. Went to the running game on 1st down. Now here they come again. He's back to throw on 2nd down. Just a short pass to the tight end. Love the way he didn't just run to a spot. He found the cushion in the zone and got himself open for the 1st down.
Yeah, and you're taught to find that space. You know, don't run right into a zone defender who's sitting there looking at the quarterback and looking at you. So much creativity with routes now and of being able to just have subtle moves one way, come back the other way. Nice job by the tight end finding that hole in the zone.
Moving out of the pocket. Couldn't find anyone open here, and he'll live to fight another play. It'll be 3rd down.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And the Heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. And the Trojans decide to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And the punt team gets down there and touches.
Bro, that didn't touch his foot?
Where they'll put it in play. Here comes that Alabama offense. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more.
And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. This pass rush has just been relentless, and you can bet your bottom dollar they're about to bring the heat again. Looking to throw, it's Whitaker. And he just threw that one away. Safe move, didn't see anything, lived to play another play. They've got them pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. He's going to take off. Short gain on the play before he slides.
Great job rallying the football by this defense. 3rd down, QB's trying to extend the play, but great team speed on defense, now setting up 4th.
4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this as a brand new opportunity to go get points.
Yeah, and your defense has set you up for the position to get points right away. Now, let's get this offense back rolling and create some momentum. Just get a few first downs, and I'm in scoring position.
They'll run it from the gun. Breaks the tackle. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. It's a 2-minute warning, and we'll see if the offense can tack a little something extra on their lead before the break. Going up top on 1st down. Deep shot for the end zone. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. 2nd down after that incompletion. He's looking to throw. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete. Ball spotted at the 27. They're facing a 3rd and long to try to keep their hopes of a touchdown alive. To throw, it's Mancuso. Pocket starts to collapse. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. And it looks as if they're going to try a field goal. Between the uprights, it's good. And now the lead is even bigger. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Fellas, I think at least a portion of your audience will have an interest in the one that just finished up. Nebraska rolled to a victory, and after putting up this kind of win, there has to be some Heisman buzz around a program that's produced winners of the award from Johnny Rodgers to Mike Rozier to Eric Crouch. The circle of life in college football, where one team moves on feeling like kings and the other heads home licking its wounds.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. They stop him just short of the 1st down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. He's looking to throw. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the 1st down, and he slides in safely. He wants to throw. He's got his man. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. Oh, man, did he turn that one loose and fired it into the teeth of the zone.
And you know as a quarterback, Reese, when you're throwing it to the perimeter of the field on these curl routes, you've got to have some heat. You've got to have arm talent to get that ball out quickly into the hands of your receiver before all those defenders can get to it. Man, this QB's got the game.
On second down, wants to throw it. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. IndyCar tempo as they head to the line for this third down play. Clock running. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. They've got some work to do on this third and long from the 40. Looking to pass. It's Whitaker. Hauls it in. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. DB's locked up tight on the receivers.
Bro, what are you doing?
Working on the right. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown time.
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. They've got time, they've got the lead, and David, it's sort of like a doctor. First, do no harm.
Do no harm, but also momentum is hard to create and sometimes hard to stop. You have it, so Jesse, don't do anything stupid to create some momentum for the other side.
I think a lot of this comes down to your quarterback and whether or not he's making good decisions in this game. If yes, be aggressive. If not, let's just take the lead into halftime and get ready for the second half.
Fuck that.
He's going to pass on second down. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline.
Bro.
And here's the third interception of the night. Got room on the return.
Sorry-ass quarterbacks. 3 mid-ass quarterbacks. 3 fucking picks in the beginning of the game. This dude's fast.
Balance, but not only does he get the ball back, what a return to set up
Fucking
his
beat off the
offense.
press.
This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? They'll come out on this drive and let it rip.
But I was going to pick that.
Just as he released
Come
it on
on.
first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Man, this quarterback is going to need an ice bath when this game is over because he is getting...
It looked like their passing rate is.
He's been sacked time and time again. He just got nailed another time.
Man,
on
all
that
them dudes
last
suck.
play. You can't wait for this game to be over.
Bro, how the
They'll
fuck are they
use the
coming back?
timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Looking downfield, it's Whitaker. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds. They'll try it again from the 1 on second and goal. He's looking to throw. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there.
It's tough to throw the ball down here in the red zone, man. These windows, they open and they close so quickly. You've got to have great timing, and right now this offense doesn't have it. They've thrown 2 straight incompletions setting up third down.
And that is no good. And after the miss, they're still down by a field goal. 1 more snap coming before halftime. They'll try it over the left side. After the filthy move, he's got room. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. All lined up and ready to go for a great second half ahead. He'll start the return inside his 5. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. They start this third quarter one-possession game and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense is ready, and they're ready to take the field here and see if they can get something established. They don't have to change everything and reinvent the wheel. They've had some successes in the first half, so let's get that continued here on the opening drive.
Yeah, and I love getting that break at half to go talk with my coaches and pick my offensive coordinator's brain, so I know exactly what I need to do to attack this defense, and I get ball first.
The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
We're getting suffocated right away. How about the DB? Just seeing that initially, pulling the trigger, getting to him, get him on the ground, get the tackle for the pass.
From the gun, running back
Are you
gets the
fucking
give.
kidding me?
On the move at the 30. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop.
Yeah, and how about the third down run play? And this is an offense that they can do a lot of different things, so they make you guard.
And the defense is all over the quarterback, and down he goes.
This quarterback is thinking to himself, I need to get an NIL deal at some restaurant so I can take my offensive line out and feed them more, because I don't think they like me very much right now. I've been sacked 6 times in this game. It's time to get that new NIL deal paycheck.
And this defense has maxed out this pressure. Another sack.
I think this quarterback now at this point is looking over the sideline saying, hey, can we just not throw it anymore? I mean, my guys, they can't block for me. I've got no chance back here. We need to just run the ball from this point out.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. He's going to throw deep right side. Makes the grab at the 25, and there's room. Touchdown, Bama!
Bro, who the fuck is these? Y'all keep getting fucking beat off. This is the second time you got beat off press. Mid.
That one will give him the lead.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And he made that extra point, the wet turf, no problem at all. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. Now rolling to the left. Trying to make magic on the scramble. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit. Offense working from the pistol.
Lock this shit up, man.
Wide receiver shows motion. They think there's room to run to the right here. They get him on the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down. They'll snap this one from the 30 on 1st and 10. He'll pull it on the read. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. This offense has a 2nd down play. Wide receiver now comes in motion. With jet sweep pass. Few things on offense as reliable as a tough power back as he plows his way ahead.
Animation hold me.
Bruh, the second play in a row. That's all.
Huge stat.
Niggas over here dancing around.
If they can pull it off.
It's a zone. They're in zone. I don't like it. Is it a cover 2? Too high zone. Try that fade. Try that post.
On 3rd and long, he has to
It
throw
says
for
no.
it. Oh, there's the ball. And they put it on the deck, but it gets out of bounds to avoid the turnover.
Ooh, offense really lucky there. Ball on the ground. Everybody's trying to make a scramble for it, and it just goes out of bounds. So the offense lucky to maintain possession.
4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Looking for a block. It's Casey. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. Here comes that Alabama offense. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a
I didn't get that
on the last drive. Everything in rhythm, move the
ball. They don't jump the fucking.
Make those mistakes, Jesse, and they need to do it again on this one.
Yeah, you're right. They had the defense on their heels. You wonder what sort of communication
was going on
that side. What sort of changes were they able to make? Because they got to stop the bleeding right now.
Hand off from the shotgun. Really nice stop there from this senior leader.
And sticking to the run. I tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football. You can tell.
Dude's eating you alive, bro.
It's a first down.
Can't press him because you keep getting toasted.
Crimson Tide comes to the line with the 1st and 10. Motion from the offense. Little touch pass to the receiver.
Cleaned up, my dude.
Finally.
Bro, 9 is getting torched. Bro, look at this. Clean up. 3. Oh, yeah, I need some recruits in here. Tries to clean it.
With a first down.
It's so hard for a defense to have to stop plays like that because it really forces you to play with great eye discipline. You see the pre-snap motion. Defense doesn't know if he's just running across the field and he's going to run a route, if he's going to block, or if he has the football. That time, he was able to outflank the defense and hurt them to get that first down.
Still some work to do after that last completion at 2nd down. Looking for a crease. It's Casey. He got a bunch and looked close to getting a lot more, but he's got the first down.
Man, who says you can't run up the middle anymore, right? Everybody thinks I got to make big plays. I got to go way out to the left, way out to the right, way out in space. Nope, right down the middle. Nice blocking. How about the running back? You could tell the speed, the wheel.
Come on, bro.
To the goal line. Gets it all the way down to
Niggas
the
suck.
2-yard line.
Niggas
He
fucking
was
stinking.
fighting for that end zone. Alabama comes to the line with a 1st and goal. Trying to bully their way in. Nowhere to run on that one.
Turnover.
Loses 4 on the carry.
And you got to get locked into the red zone. A lot of defensive coordinators, they'll tell you, we'll give up yards, but we got to understand what we're trying to get accomplished. Great job down here near the goal line. This defense bowing their neck up and getting a big stop.
And he never had a chance to get the pitch off on the option as he's tackled in the backfield. 3rd and goal coming up here. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And he was able to run through one tackle.
And they can't make any field goals. Maybe they'll miss this field goal too.
They're happy enough to try to take the points as the field goal unit heads out. And he missed it. No good.
But they missed 3 field goals.
The miss, still up by 4.
Well, that's one the kicker would like to have back. That's a kick he should be making in his sleep.
They'll run the option. He'll toss it. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first, an array of possibilities.
Bro, that man is dying. Take him out the game. Why do I got to do it?
Running back searching for a hole. And he's tackled, but there's also a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. Hold. They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. Now on 2nd down.
Get out of here with a win,
He's looking to throw. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Quarterback will audible. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Picked off.
Another pick.
The other way, and he's got room.
They got fucking 2 touchdowns on fucking defense, bro.
Touchdown, Alabama!
To break this fucking
You've
controller.
got to be so careful as a quarterback throwing over the middle of the field with this linebacker. He is so good in coverage, reading the quarterback's eyes. He'll make...
He's good.
Did right there with that pick six.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, want to update you on a game that went final moments
Oh,
ago.
you idiots.
NC State was far
Why are y'all
from the
back
friendly
here?
confines of Carter Finley Stadium, but still managed to scratch out a win. And there was a lot of chatter this week about this group not being ready. Time to check those receipts, if you know what I mean.
Looking to go up top on first down.
A lot
Hit the
to
ball,
go through in the film session this week for both teams. But boy, it sure is going to be easier for the side that came away with the win.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. To the air on first down. Looking for a huge play. And that'll be incomplete, man.
Bro, I use all my quarterbacks every game. They all suck. Throwing power.
Welcome to my world.
Hawkins might be my best quarterback. Bro, look how bad this running back is. Bro has a 68 break tackle. He's 89 speed. What makes him good? A decent juke.
Big hitter on first down, but second down's coming up. Couldn't make the connection.
Another quarterback.
Maybe him. He was red last game. That's weird. Boy got that arm.
Dropping back, it's Hawkins. Moves around to clear up the vision. He'll try to do it himself. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to
Get your ass out if you're tired,
bro.
bro.
Coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
And works it to the 40-yard line. That'll be a first down.
Offensively, are you going to take 46 every play? Yes, please. Sign me up for that. I'm going to take that every single time. Great job by the offense. Staying patient, staying true to who they are. You want to run the football. You want to be physical. You want to establish yourself. Check, check, check.
Spreads out four receivers, trips right, a single receiver to the left on 2nd and 7. Throws to the wideout.
Bro, what are you doing? Stop!
Is intercepted.
I'm about to quit this
Trying to
fucking
take a
game,
back.
bro.
And they'll drag him down after a good return on the end.
Bro, I told you to fucking stop running
And
and
the
catch the
senior
ball.
just snatched the ball out of the air and gave it back to his offense.
Nice play by the DB. Most people say offenses have the advantage, right? They know where they're going. They have the footing underneath them. Defensive guys, you still got to guess. You might be a little...
Receiver weak for that.
No, sir, this defensive back does a great job breaking on the football, going up and making the
Bro,
INT.
we don't be listening.
We're trying to run the ball on first down, guys, but just nothing doing up front. Their offensive line got blown up on that play. There was nowhere for that guy to go.
On 2nd down, he'll let it fly.
Hold
Going
it.
to try to pop one on the screen. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's
Bro.
see which way that's going to go.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer. Defense.
Late hit on the quarterback gives this offense a free first down and some yardage. If you like old school running games, this has been the game for you and a couple of guys who starred through the first three
Can
periods.
somebody get a pick? We don't got no interceptions.
First down to start the drive after the break.
You gonna have to press that dude, man. Stop being a bitch.
Movement here from the tight end. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again.
And I love this. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to eat that clock, let it tick down. No field goal here. I'm up by 2 possessions. I'm still in a very good place. I don't have to get over-aggressive, Jesse, if I don't want to.
No, and you can put this game out of reach, too. If you can score a touchdown, this thing's basically over. You know what this area
9, you're getting killed. He has 300 yards against you.
So small, so be the more physical team. Go ice this game. This offense is
but
not
we
letting
lost.
up, guys.
Y'all
They
can't
got a
fucking
lead
stop.
here late, and they are still taking shots.
Don't get a turnover.
We're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. After getting nothing done on first down, 2nd and goal from the 6. The run up the middle, trying to steamroll his way in. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels.
And this offense trying to be physical inside the 5-yard line. I get it, but I tell you what, Palmer, this quarterback has earned some trust from me with the day he's had.
Yeah, right now he's thinking, put the game in my hands.
Turn around and catch the ball.
I'm seeing the defense well. I see what they're doing from a coverage standpoint. Count on me to throw a touchdown here and help out our team.
So here comes the field goal unit again, and this phase of the game has been an absolute disaster. And this one splits the uprights, and they'll push that lead out a little further. USC 17. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Unloads it downfield. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on first down. Still at their own 20 after that last incompletion. It's 2nd and 10. Looking for a man. It's Hawkins. Going back to the well. Another deep ball. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on 2nd down. They're staring at 3rd. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Really nice job there by both guys to throw and the catch to work that defense and get the first down.
I think if you're the head coach at this point, you're telling your offense, it doesn't matter what's happened up to this point of the game. Obviously, things haven't gone our way, but we have a chance to execute in a 2-minute situation and give ourselves a chance to win. Let's go do it one play at a time.
2nd and 10 here. They keep attacking through the air. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. Nowhere close on. He got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And the pressure gets to him. Down goes the quarterback. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Can't find his man.
Try to pump fake. Just threw the fucking ball.
That is a heartbreaker this late in the game. Couldn't
Sorry,
order better field
man.
position for this offense. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Got it in the middle. It's touchdown.
Bro, what are y'all doing?
And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They push the lead out here in the 4th quarter and close to getting back on track and going 2-1.
There's no mercy rule in college football, man. They've got a huge lead here in the 4th quarter. They are still chucking it, and they are still scoring.
From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down to the 26. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time and put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession they went for, they rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, if you're better on third down moving forward, though, you can keep yourself out of those situations.
He's going for a big play downfield. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. They'll go back to work after the incompletion. Here's 2nd and 10 from the 36. He'll take another shot here. Ball in the air. Intercepted. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Stuffed almost in his tracks, but strong enough to pick up 1 to the 35.
I never know if it's grammatically correct to say a team's being out-physical. You hear it a lot in football, though. That's happening in this game. They are just not getting the push they need all game long up front to have any success when they decide to run it.
The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41. This offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. And they drag him down, but not before he picks up the first down.
And you want to dominate the football game like these guys have all day. Dominate the line of scrimmage. You know, turn and hand the ball off to your running back. It's a good recipe. It makes every quarterback better. It makes every OC better. Just turn, hand the football off, especially when you're winning the ball game.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and leading the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage.
Throws toward the end zone. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. And he will step out of bounds, but what a play to get the ball back for his offense. Looking for a productive play on first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Gets it out quickly.
Well, here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
The Trojans headed quickly to the line.
This defense better not blink. I know they've got a lead here in the fourth quarter, but just look at who they're going against. This quarterback is one of the best in the nation. They cannot rest on their laurels. Someone's going to have to make a play.
He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. He's looking to throw it. Oh, he drops the football. He had him right down the gut of the field. Instead, it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Looking to throw, it's Hawkins. They're trying to get to it. Nothing doing downfield. He'll cut his losses and throw it away. It'll be third down. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. Pressure coming. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Down by multiple possessions. You can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. A hit as he releases it and just spiked it right into the ground.
I'll tell you what, it gets late in the football game, man. I got to start being aggressive. When I'm in a hole and the clock's running out, like, it's going to make me have to throw the football, be more aggressive. And this offense doesn't come through for their team, and now they're going to really need their defense to get some stops here in this football game in the fourth quarter.
We reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense will be quite content just to drain the rest of the time away. Fast motion from the offense. Give to the running back. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. These are the types of plays where offenses impose their will. Third and short from the 45. Looking for space. It's Casey. And there were some collisions in there, and the D finally stops him short of the marker. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. offense. Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they've got him down at the 23. The offense set for a first down play. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Knew where he wanted. Find his target, it's incomplete.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game.
Now facing a 3rd and long.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like, they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
Neutrals on infraction. Defense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. This offense has failed on its previous 2 fourth-down attempts, but they need to keep this drive alive. Makes the catch. He's got enough. Not much of a fourth-down gamble when it's that much of a sure thing. An easy conversion for this offense. They'll throw it on first down. He's taking the deep shot. And it falls incomplete, and the offense is lucky to have it. Defender right there almost had it in his grasp. After the misfire, now on 2nd down. Back to throw, it's Hawkins. Trying to escape and get it himself. Nice job of avoiding the sack and picking up a few on the run. Now facing a 3rd and long from the 50-yard line. Fires to the middle. And he throws another interception, his 3rd of the night. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Heat up them pass rushers, bring in them DBs. That's what I'm doing in this situation. When I got the lead by a couple scores late in the ball game, in the 4th quarter, I'm going to rush the passer like crazy. I'm going to put all those DBs back playing the pass. That's what happened. Great job understanding they're going to have to take shots. We get the interception. This one's almost over.
And on 4th down, they'll take a knee, but this was just about over. Oh, that was a pretty rough showing there by this team. Just couldn't find a way to get things going and come up with the win.
Just got...
Should have looked at their passing ratings. Kurt Hawkins may be him. He was red last game. That's weird. Boy got that arm. Receiver weak for that.